Okay, now we are moving on to question 3. 3a. I have 1/2 times, this dot means times, 1/3. So there's nothing to simplify here, meaning that I cannot divide a numerator and denominator by the same number. So I would just multiply the numerator with the numerator and denominator with the denominator. So 1 times 1 is 1 for the numerator, and 2 times 3 is 6 for the denominator. So 1/6 would be my answer. 3b, 1/2 times 3. I can say this is 1/2 times 3/1, because anything over 1 is just itself. That's why I can put it as 3/1. Now I would multiply the numerator with the numerator. 1 times 3 is 3. Denominator with the denominator, 2 times 1 is 2. And I can change this back to a mixed fraction. 2 goes into 3 one time, and we will have a remainder of 1. 3c, 1/2 times 2. Same idea, I can say this is 1/2 times 2/1. The dot means times. This time we can simplify. I can divide this by 2 to get 1, and divide this denominator by 2 to get 1. So I would just end up with 1 times 1 is 1 for the numerator, and 1 times 1 is 1 for the denominator. And 1/1 is just 1. 3d, 3/5 times 1/5. So there's nothing to simplify here. I would just multiply them. 3 times 1 is 3 for the numerator, and denominator 5 times 5 is 25. 3e, 3/4 dot 3/4. So this is the same as 3/4 times 3/4. 3 times 3 is 9 for the numerator, and 4 times 4 is 16 for the denominator. 3f, 11 times 2/5. I can put this 11 as 11/1. This will allow me to multiply the numerator with the numerator. 11 times 2 is 22. Denominator with the denominator, 1 times 5 is 5. 5 goes into 22 4 times, because 5 times 4 is 20. And 22 minus 20 is 2. So this will be 4 and 2/5. G. We have 2/7 times 7/2. So we can definitely simplify here. And divide this by 2 to get 1, divide this by 2 to get 1. So really, whenever you see the same number at the numerator and denominator, you can just cross them out. It will just become 1. So same idea here. They're both 7, so I can just cross it out and they both become just 1. And I end up with 1/1. The numerator is 1 times 1. The denominator is also 1 times 1. And of course, 1/1 will just be 1. So same idea, I want to simplify first. I can divide this by 2 to get 3, divide this by 2 to get 5. And there's nothing to simplify anymore. The numerator becomes 3 times 3 is 9. Denominator 10 times 5 is 50. And I, 2/9 dot 27. This is 2/9 times 27/1. I can now simplify. Divide this by 9 to get 1. Divide this by 9 to get 3. And that's it. The numerator will be 2 times 3 is 6. Denominator 1 times 1 is 1. And we just get 6. 3j. 3/7 times 5/9. So we can divide the numerator by 3 to get 1, divide the denominator by 3 to get 3. And now we get 1 times 5 is 5, denominator 7 times 3 is 21. K, 8/9 times 3/4. I can divide this denominator by 4 to get 1, this numerator by 4 to get 2. Remember, it's always one numerator and one denominator when we simplify. Divide the 9 by 3 to get 3, divide the 3 by 3 to get 1. Now I'm left with just 2/3. L, 7/16 times 2/49. Once again, we always simplify first. Divide this by 7 to get 1. Divide this by 7 to get 7. Divide this by 2 to get 1. Divide this by 2 to get 8. And now I get numerator 1 times 1. Denominator 8 times 7 is 56. M 4 over 15 times 5 over 12. So I can divide this 4 by 4 to get 1, and I can divide the 12 by 4 to get 3. I can divide the 5 by 5 to get 1, divide 15 by 5 to get 3. So my final answer will just be 1 over 9. Same idea, we want to simplify first. I can divide this 3 by 3 to get 1, divide 24 by 3 to get 8. And that's it, there's nothing to simplify anymore. The numerator is 11 times 1 is 1, and then 8 times 16. I'm just going to do it here. 8 times 6 is 48. And then 8 times 1 is 8, plus 4 is 12. So 1 over 128 would be my answer. Oh, 8 over 15 times 35 over 64. Divide the 8 by 8 to get 1, divide 64 by 8 to get 8. Divide 35 by 5 to get 7, divide 15 by 5 to get 3. So now numerator I have 1 times 7 is 7, denominator 3 times 8 is 24. P 15 over 64 times 8 over 3 equals 2. I can divide this by 8 to get 1, divide this by 8 to get 8. Divide this by 3 to get 1, divide this by 3 to get 5. And we get 5 over 8. Q 7 over 72 times 9 over 2. I can divide this by 9 to get 1, divide this by 9 to get 8. And that's it. Nothing to simplify anymore. Numerator becomes 7, denominator becomes 16. So I can say 4 is the same as 4 over 1. And now I can simplify. Divide up 4 by 4 to get 1, divide 8 by 4 to get 2. And we end up with 37 over 2. I can change this to a mixed fraction by doing a long division. 2 goes into 3 one time. I subtract. And then 2 goes into 17 8 times. 2 times 8 is 16. So we get 18 and 1 over 2. And then S 28 over 30 times, the dot means times, 165 over 231. I can divide 30 by 5 to get 6. I can divide 165 by 5. So 5 times 3 is 15. 5 times 3 is 15. So if I divide 165 by 5, I get 33. So I think 231 is divisible by 11. Let me try. 231 divided by 11. 11 goes into 22 2 times. 2 times 11 is 22. 11 goes into 11 one time. So I can divide 231 by 11 to get 21. And I can divide 33 by 11 to get 3. The reason why I was thinking 11 is because 33 is 3 times 11. That's why I think maybe 11 will work. And actually, they are both divisible by 3 now. I can divide this by 3 to get 1, divide this by 3 to get 7. And I can continue to simplify. Divide this by 7 to get 1, divide this by 7 to get 4. Divide this by 2 to get 2, divide this by 2 to get 3. So we have successfully simplified everything. Our final answer is just 2 times 1 is 2, and 3 times 1 is 3. So final answer is just 2/3. That's why it's so important to simplify. And then T, 91 over 143 times 55 over 35. I can divide 55 by 5 to get 11, divide 35 by 5 to get 7. So it looks like 143 is divisible by 11, right? Just a guess. So let me try that. 143 divided by 11. 11 goes into 14 one time, goes into 33 three times. So divide 143 by 11 to get 13. Divide 11 by 11 to get 1. And 91 should be divisible by 7. 7 goes into 9 one time. 7 goes into 21 three times. So divide 7 by 7 to get 1. Divide 91 by 7 to get 13. And finally, we get the same thing here. We can just cross them out. They become 1. The 213. So my final answer is just 1. Just 1 over 1. Which is 1. And U, 133 over 153 times 51 over 266. So I can see that 133 times 2 is 266. So I can divide 133 by 133 to get 1, divide 266 by 133 to get 2. I can also see that 51 times 3 is 153. So I can divide 51 by 51 to get 1, divide 153 by 51 to get 3. And that's it. My final answer is 1 over 6. Okay, that's it for question 3. I'll see you in question 4.